Girl Loving Machine piano tutorial. Before I begin, I would like to thank you for being patient. I definitely should have done this earlier, but it's crazy how quick time goes by. But yeah, thank you. The first thing that you will need to know is the basic repeating pattern, which goes C octaves twice, and then C, E, B, and then E, F, in the rhythm of, and then 2 G octaves. You'll need to learn this on both hands. And it's the basic part of the song that you've probably heard 1,000 times. And you'll need to learn them together for some of the parts. If you're playing with pedal, you lift pedal after the G's. Lift. Lift. I have tried it where you lift it before the G's, and it also sounds nice, but it's... It's up to you, honestly. So in the very beginning of the song, you play with both hands this rhythm 4 times. And then the first verse starts. For the left hand of the verse, it's just still the same rhythm. Switching into some other part, but first the right hand for the first part is. So the right hand is throughout the whole song basically, it's just what Brad is singing. So start on E, it stays on these 3 basically. And then it kind of changes. The left hand plays D octave, and then D, A, D. So then you cross over the right hand and play G, D, G. So it's like... For this part you can definitely play it slower, and you go D, and then you do a similar thing on G, where you go G octave, G, D, G, crossover, and then you do G, B, D. Yeah, G, B, D. So it sounds like... For the right hand, it's... So, start in D. And together. Starts different on on the right hand, but the left hand is completely the same. So start on G this time. Well, no, start on E and go to G. And with the left hand is stays completely the same. Then into the chorus. The chorus starts from D and then goes to G, then back to D, then back to G, back and forth. And how I put it is D octave, so D, D, A, D, it's a bit tricky, but once you get it, it's not that difficult. You start pretty low, and then, the right hand. So what he sings is, which is really simple. So you're literally just staying on these 3 notes. So you can play it just like that, but what I do is I add these 2 when G is playing, and these 2 when, no, these 2 when D is playing, these 2 when G is playing. So So you might have noticed that he doesn't really sing whilst the G is playing. So in the place of the G, in between them, you play the G, B, D chords. So in practice, it sounds like. So you're playing it after each one, and when it's double going, you play it on the second one. So it's kind of woven in between the rhythm. Like that. And that is basically the whole chorus. It goes on until you go back into. So the entire chorus slowly is. hand goes an octave lower, so it sounds like. It's completely optional. It sounds a little bit better. So instead of going here, which can be tricky to get right, but I would say it's definitely worth it. For the next verse, the right hand changes, but not really much. It's still just one note of what he's singing, and the left hand is completely the same. So. Also, I like to play a note for each syllable in the singing, but it's fine if you play it slower or less. For example, as opposed to so yeah, it's completely up to you. They basically sound the same. And then the second verse isn't much harder. And then when the crossover happens, it's start on G. Is completely the same throughout the entire second verse. And then for the second part of the second verse, it changes a little bit. You start on G and you go. Or if you're playing fast, it's the same thing twice. Then the crossover. So the second second verse isn't a lot different than the first one. It's just the right hand that changes. For the second chorus, instead of playing with these two notes, and you play the octaves of what he's singing. Octaves are, if you don't play them a lot, then they get tricky, but I play them all the time. My hands are used to just reaching all the time and being able to play them over and over again. But that can be hard to get used to. So it's completely fine to play these two with it again, because this also sounds really nice. The octaves are only for when you sing. This thing that you do with the G chord, it still stays the same. So also the left hand is also completely the same. So the right hand just turns into octaves. And then he does sing different than the first chorus. So it goes on longer, so it sounds like. that sounds really nice when you don't go back down, but just wait up here. So. In that second part, you're basically just bouncing between the E and the G. So. Before going all the way down, and then you go back into the rhythm with the octaves lower. So. You only play it twice before the outro comes, which is an entire part in itself. But yeah, that's the first part, and then the outro with the flute is beautiful. And you play across the entire piano. It's probably my favorite part about the song. But it starts on E. I'll play it just one finger first. So you're kind of going down. And then skip one, up one, skip. And then you go back up again. That part is hard, but if you get it right with crossing your fingers over, you don't skip a note, you're just playing all the white keys all the way down. Here you skip one. No you don't. Wait. Okay, you don't skip any white keys, apparently. You're just going all the way down from E. And then you play the entire rhythm twice. So. So that it sounds really nice, but I play it in octaves also, but basically the highest, so it's super high. Which is pretty difficult to do. You have to move your hand really fast. But I think it's worth it. It sounds very nice, but it's entirely optional. The left hand is not complicated, but it is difficult. So you're starting on the C in the very bottom, and you're just going up an octave, up an octave, up an octave. So for 4 different ones, and then you go back to the lowest. But on each one except for the lowest one, you add the G in the middle. So when you're playing an octave, or when you're playing one note, it sounds good like that. It sounds even better when it is an octave, and you can add, each octave has a different note that adds to make it even better. And you can add even one more, which works sometimes, but depends on which chord. It's basically just a chord with an extra one. But yeah, in the lowest, you can't really add anything except for the pure Cs, because it then starts to get a little muddy, like, which doesn't sound as good as just the plain Cs. But after that, you can definitely add it to make it sound better. So that's how the thought process works, or whatever. So your left hand is basically taking up the entire piano until here, and your right hand is just playing this part. And sometimes they get close to each other, but those are the parts that sound the best. But after you play this, after you played 4 times, you swap to the D and do the same thing. And the lowest D octave, nothing in between. The D octave now has an A in it, which makes it sound better. You play it once, and then you do the G one. So it's like the same pattern as the verses. So you were going, and then D, and then G. So it's the same pattern. And then so D, D, A, D, D, A, D, A, D, and then G, G, D, G, G, D, G, G, D, G. This one, it goes super high and it matches with the right hand, and it sounds really nice. It sounds like, wait, I'll play the whole thing, because after you play the G's, you go back to this. And when you finish both times, you go back to C twice, and then you finish the song by playing this one here, which is C, A, C, no C, G, C. Yeah. So together. This part. This part is my favorite. And that's how it looks. I think that's the whole song. Yeah. Obviously, you raise pedal when you change from the C to the D. And if you want to, you can hold in the pedal between C, so you don't have to lift. It kind of, it is a little bit foggy, but it's all C foggy, if that makes sense. So it still sounds nice. But you do have to change when you go to D, and change when you go to G. For the chorus, the pedal is also, and then you lift and G. So when you swap from the D to the G, D to the G. For the volume, the intro I play, it honestly depends on how I'm feeling for how loud I play it. But in comparison to the other parts, it's pretty quiet. The intro is loud, not too loud, but not quiet, so just in the middle. And then when you go into the first verse, you play it quiet. both choruses are the same volume and they're quiet. When you go in both verses, when you go into the chorus, it's loud. And then the part after the chorus is also loud. And then this outro is it's like as hard as you can, as loud as it is possible. It just sounds really, really nice. I like to play it really loud. So yeah, I think that's everything. That is the song. Thank you for watching. I'm not really very good at explaining things to other people. I'm better at understanding them myself. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask them. I will answer all of them. I hope this helped. Goodbye.